Rolling.
Good morning from Vietnam.
Hi Mick, as you know we couldn't make the big bash this evening, and just wanted to say a quick hello and to congratulate you on your retirement and wish you well on the next chapter of your life, which we're guessing will involve gardens and hedges a whole lot more than it did in the past.
Hi Dad, how's it going? Just want to share a couple of memories with you. I don't know if you remember this, but I remember going into 5th Street, one of the stations that you worked in along the way. I was about 10 and we were going in to pick up your paycheck. I remember going up the stairs and through the double doors where you twisted my hand behind my back and pushed me through the doors. Now that's nothing weird, as all my family will know in the Styles Road residents were always kind of practicing self-defence on how to wiggle out of this and that move. But only when I noticed the look of horror on a female Vanguarda, I think they were called Vanguarda then, female Garda face, I realised what was going on. She basically came up to you and said, "What are you doing, Mick?" Thinking that you were beating up a small child in the station. I was absolutely mortified, thinking that she thought I was a delinquent, and you just burst yourself laughing. You had a very funny sense of humour, Mick. I know you remember that, but it's kept me out of Garda stations ever since, so thanks for that. I'm sure a lot of your colleagues will have similar stories that you'll all share this evening, but I'm really sorry I'm not going to be able to hear them, but maybe someone will remember them and tell me about them over email or something like that. I think everything that you've done in your 30-year career has been for your family. We know how hard you've worked trying to tell us the importance of hard work, and although it doesn't look like this at the moment, as we're hanging out in Vietnam and we're not working very hard, that's really sunk in with us. We know Mick loves graft, he absolutely adores it. There's a couple of stories, whether it's either in his work environment or his home environment in the garden. I remember my grandmother Rita looking out the window at Mick, who was sitting up on a branch of a tree, wielding a chainsaw, trying to cut another branch. You put the heart crossways on her, as she said at the time. I think there was another story as well where I watched you move about 2 tons of topsoil from the front garden to the back garden on a wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow was flat. Now I didn't really get the sense of that at all. It just boggled me why you would do that. But I get the sense of pride that you'll see when you look at your own garden and all the hard work that you've put into it. That's kind of made a lasting impression on me also. There was 5:30 starts in the morning when I was training to be an Olympian, and then there was the time that you filled in as my driver last minute to drive me to my wedding, which is very, very special to me. And all the times in between, Nick, you've been a smashing guy. You've been an absolutely fantastic guy. Just ask one thing. Yeah, maybe you might take it a bit easy, and maybe there might be a little bit of hedge left when we come back from our travels, and the garden won't be too baldy. We wish you all the best, enjoy every minute of this evening, and hope you have a great knees up. Lots of love.
Lots of love. Bye. Take care.